You are listening to the Happy, Healthy, Hot Mom Summit, where you will discover how to be fit, sexy, and energized, even if you are a busy mom. With your host, top female fat loss and hormone specialist, Dr. Michelle Sands.
Hi, Mamas. Dr. Michelle Sands here, and today I'm super excited to have the owner and founder of Healthy Moms Magazine here on the summit. Healthy Moms Magazine is the #1 ranked health blog for moms. It's a great resource for all things health and fitness and also parenting. And the founder of Healthy Moms Magazine is Cascia Talbert. Tasha is a mother of 5 children, and she's super enthusiastic about health and fitness as well as positive parenting. And she's spent the last 8 years researching and learning and educating herself on these topics so that she can share what she's learned with others. She not only runs Healthy Moms Magazine, but she also blogs at talbertzoo.com and is the founder of healthymomsocial.com, which is a free social network for moms committed to healthy living and positive parenting. So I'm super excited to include her in the Happy Healthy Hot Mom Summit so that she can share her expertise on juggling a busy family of 5 children and a husband, along with running several different businesses and maintaining a healthy, fit lifestyle. So I think you're really going to enjoy listening to Cascia. She is just the sweetest, most humble woman, as well as a dynamo as far as getting things done. So she has some great tips for us. I hope you enjoy.
Hi, and welcome back to the Happy Healthy Hot Mom Summit. I'm your host, Michelle Sands, and today we have Cascia Talbert from Healthy Moms Magazine. Healthy Moms Magazine is one of the top mom health blogs in the country. She also has a couple other blogs, and she has 5 children and a husband who travels a lot, so I don't know how she gets it all done, but she's here to share some tips with us about how she does it. So, Cascia, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's so good to have you here, and I've been following your blog ever since I found out I was pregnant. You have so many great tips on there, but what kind of amazes me about you is how you get it all done with 5 kids and a husband that goes away. So, I wanted to get you on here to talk to you and to show our audience how you can be really, really busy, like such as yourself. Even if you have just one child like me, I feel like I'm super busy. And how you can also fit in being healthy. So I just wanted to ask you first of all, how you started blogging about health and what got you into it, and a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Cascia Talbert, and I'm originally from a small town just outside of Madison, Wisconsin. I grew up the youngest of 5 children in a Catholic family. I went to the Catholic grade school. But today I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband and my 5 children. And why I started blogging, the reason why I got into health and fitness was because of my husband. He inspired me to start a health and fitness blog. When he was a kid, he had a heart condition and had several surgeries. And back then in the 80s, his doctors made him have a sedentary lifestyle. They didn't want him to get excited. He couldn't be in sports because they were worried that it would harm his heart.
That sounds horrible. Like, you don't want to get excited. Yeah. Like, I love being excited.
He didn't have a very normal childhood. He spent a lot of his childhood in the hospital, and it wasn't that much fun, according to my husband. And because he was so sedentary, he put on a lot of weight. And by the time he was in his early 20s, doctors had realized that he probably should have exercised more, and he was so overweight that it was just getting really bad for his health. So he went on a major lifestyle change and diet and lost over 100 pounds.
Wow.
And now at age 41, he's managed to keep it all off.
Wow, congratulations to him.
Yeah, so he inspired me. Before I met him, I wasn't that interested in health and fitness. I was a young college kid, and all I wanted to do was go to the bars and hang out with my friends, and health wasn't a priority then. I was young and thought I was invincible, and
yeah.
He gave me a wake-up call, and I realized that health and fitness is important. And then we got married and had kids, and that's when I really knew that I needed to make a difference for them.
Yeah.
And especially when you hear on the news and in the magazines that today's children most likely will not outlive their parents.
Yeah, that's so sad. And I always teach my moms who come to work with me that like taking care of yourself is so important. So I love that that's how you look at it, that you actually, your husband inspired you, and then now you're inspiring other moms to take care of themselves so that they could take better care of their kids, and that's really amazing.
Yes, and we need to lead a good example for our children so that they can live longer than us, and we can reverse those statistics.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, what do you think, even getting started for you, like what was the most difficult thing that you had to encounter as you were transitioning from maybe the standard American diet and, regular just lifestyle of sitting on the couch and, doing the bare minimum movement? What might have been the hardest part for you in the transition?
Oh, the hardest part was fitting fitness in for me. I already ate kind of healthy, even before I met my husband, I still had a kind of healthy diet. And I never had to worry about my weight. I've had a fast metabolism, so I was blessed with that. So I didn't really have to worry so much about the eating part. But fit and exercise in, that was something I didn't regularly do until I met him, and he works out on a regular basis.
Oh, that's great.
So I was kind of learned how to incorporate that into my lifestyle from his
So how do you do that? How do you incorporate with all your kids? 'Cause I know a lot of moms, they're dropping kids off at school and they're picking them up for doing errands, and then how do you fit that in?
Well, you have to schedule it. You have to make it a priority. Everything has to become a priority. And you've got to give and take a little when you're setting your priorities. So if you really want to work out for 20 minutes a day, you either should get up 20 minutes earlier and do it early in the morning, or do it on your lunch break, if that's where you got 20 minutes, or later at night. Like
making it a priority.
Later at night.
Schedule it. It's a non-negotiable thing to get that in.
You have to schedule it, and you have to give something up, so you have the time for that.
So your blog, you talk about just all kinds of things out in the health arena and caring for kids and fun stuff and crafts. But if I was a mom coming in, maybe some of the moms out there watching today are just maybe putting their foot in the water when it comes to healthy living. How can they kind of get started without feeling overwhelmed? Because it can easily get overwhelming. Just all the information out there, and trying to implement it all at once could be scary and confusing and just can make you want to quit. So what would you recommend for a mom who's just kind of starting?
Start with small steps. Make sure you have your whole family on board, and, make it a lifestyle change for everybody, not just you. If you're eating fast food 3 nights a week, cut it back to once a week. Eventually, you'll be able to eat out maybe once or twice a month if you keep cutting back. But, start small. I don't recommend you cutting the unhealthy habits out completely right away, because that's too hard. And a lot of moms tell me that they have a difficult time kicking the soda habit.
Oh yeah, that was totally me. And I full disclosure, I still drink diet soda every once in a while, even though I know how horrible it is for me. I really don't eat anything else that's bad, but it's that I just love it. But
so
you do
convenient.
as I say, not as I do. But yeah, I totally can understand that. And I'm human. I might be a doctor and I might be a health advocate, but I'm human. And that's so true. There's always that one or two things that are just so difficult to give up. But as you're saying, it doesn't mean that I can't be healthy in every other way possible, right? So
That's right. A friend of mine, she was drinking like 3 or 4 cans of soda a day, and she slowly cut back until she completely cut soda out of her diet. And that's what you got to do. You got to do it slowly.
Yeah, what helped me was doing like fruit in my water, or I got one of those Soda Stream carbonated water, and that's totally helped me too. It doesn't have any of the all the chemicals in it and the colors.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So it's take it a little bit at a time, and maybe one thing at a time. And what would be like a first thing that someone can do? What do you think? Something easy that you can start with?
One easy thing that you can do is change the way you shop for groceries.
Awesome.
It's so easy to go in the middle aisles and pick all the convenience foods and all of the packaged foods. You should challenge yourself, and instead of shopping in the middle aisles, shop around the perimeter. That's where all the fresher food is.
Yeah, that's so true. And you know what? I often hear moms come to me and say, but it's so expensive to eat healthy. But I actually challenge you to buy only real whole food, and I guarantee your bill will be lower.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh yeah,
drink
it is.
water and you buy fruits and vegetables, and they go so far. So I totally agree with that. That's a great first tip. So how you mentioned earlier when you were talking about getting the whole family involved, and I know it's for some moms that's kind of a difficult thing. Sometimes getting the kids on board might even be easier than getting the spouse on board. So how did you get everyone on board? Well, I guess your husband was already on board, huh?
Yeah, he kind of convinced me to change my ways.
Did you find it difficult to get the kids eating healthy? Did they ever feel deprived if they couldn't have some of the things their friends were having, or did you not?
Not really. The only one that was challenging for was my oldest, because she was born before I got married. So,
I'm sorry, I have a baby. I have a baby crying.
You understand? Okay. Anyway, she was about 4 years old when I met my husband, and so when she was really little, she just ate whatever I had, whatever I could afford at the time. I was a single mom. But when we met my husband, Chris, and he kind of changed my mind about what I fed her, and I realized that I needed to give her more healthy foods. That was sort of an adjustment for her, but then she got used to it. When my other kids were born, I started them eating healthy right away. Yeah. So they understand that sweets and candy and soda, that's all for special occasions. They understand that. That's only for holidays and birthdays and special days.
That's awesome. And you know what? I totally agree. I started my son's 8 months right now, so I started him eating healthy because I already know what I know. But for moms who need to make that transition, I mean, kids will eat what you give them ultimately. You might get a little bit of protest up front, but I think if you just stay consistent and you lead by example, then,
yes.
And you maybe even if they're older, you can explain to them like how what they're eating is affecting their body and how it's fueling them and how the bad foods are not fueling them, how they're causing problems in the body. So I find with older kids, they actually are interested to learn about those things. And then do you ever get your kids involved in the kitchen with some of the recipes that you
Yes.
on the side?
Oh, yes. They help my husband out. I don't have a lot of patience to cook with my kids. But my husband loves to cook with the kids, so he gets them involved in the kitchen a lot. And another thing I like to do with food and convincing children to eat healthy food, you explain to them that food is like fuel. It's just like putting fuel in your car. Yeah. You wouldn't want to put junky fuel in your car because then it's not going to run right. And you're going to have to take it to the mechanic more often because it's going to break down and it's not going to run right. Well, if you put junky fuel in your body, the same thing is going to happen. You're not going to run right. You're going to get sick. And just like taking the car to the mechanic, you'll have to see the doctor.
Yes, I think kids can totally understand that, huh?
That makes it easier if you teach your children that food is fuel, and you want to eat the best quality. You want the best quality fuel for your body.
That's so true, and it works for husbands too. My husband, he's not so much worried about his body, his weight, because he's got a naturally high metabolism like you. But he's very interested in his intellect and his brain. And I started explaining to him how certain foods are toxic on your brain, and now he is so into eating healthy, where he never cared before because he didn't used to get sick. He didn't have a problem with his weight, so he's like, why can't I eat Doritos? Why can't I eat chips? And why can't I eat those things because I'm staying slim? But knowing that it affects your body in so many different ways, and you can always find somebody's pain point. Like if it's your husband, you can find something that hits him and work that way. And we're both good resources for finding out that information.
Oh yeah.
So I love your blog, and you have not just food on there, but you have a lot of other things. Can you tell the audience a little bit about some of the things that you write about on your blog?
Yes. Well, Healthy Moms Magazine's been online since 2007. It started as a very small blog with just me, but today I have 11 regular contributors. One of them is a doctor, and several of my contributors are experts in nutrition. They're either certified nutritionists or personal trainers. Some of them are just moms like myself.
Not just moms.
Moms like myself. And we write about a wide variety of topics, not just health and fitness. Sometimes we write about fashion, beauty, pregnancy tips. We talk about our Christian faith and tips on how to save money.
Yes, that's always important.
Of course, parenting tips. So I'm an advocate of positive parenting.
That's so important too. And I think, fitness and nutrition and health and wellness and being positive and bringing up your kids to be happy, not just healthy, to be happy and healthy, it's just the whole big picture. It's more of a holistic approach to being well, and it includes mental, physical, and spiritual as well. So I love that your blog encompasses all of that. So today, for the listeners today, we actually have a free gift that you're offering to them. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
You can visit healthymomsmagazine.net/free gift, and I'm going to have a copy of a new healthy eating guide for busy moms, and it'll be full of meal planning tips and healthy recipes.
Oh, wonderful. That's amazing. So, they can go get the guide. There's actually a link below this video, so if they didn't write down what you just said, there'll be a link below this video, so you can go ahead and grab that. It's going to have some great information for planning healthy eating and also making healthy meals. And then if that's not enough for you, you can just explore the site. It's totally amazing. Like I said, when I was pregnant, I started searching out the mommy bloggers, and mommy bloggers are awesome because they're just a wealth of information and fun tips. And as moms, we know what each other is interested in because it's what we're interested in, which is why I'm having such a fun time in the summit, because everybody on it is just giving me the information that not only I want, but I know my audience wants as well. So, Cascia, I'm so happy to have you today, and I just had a great time talking to you.
Thank you.
I just want to thank you for being with us today, and I hope that everyone goes over to your site and checks out all your information. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Michelle.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you received a lot of value out of this interview. I know that I did. I want you to open up to the possibility of making this new year the greatest opportunity that you have had so far to improve your life. This is about breaking out of paradigms. It's about learning the art of living. It is about honoring who you are as a woman as you discover who you are as a mother. It is about taking care of your body, mind, and spirit so that you can take better care of your family and be a shining example, a role model for your children so that they can grow up to be healthy, happy, and successful. I promise to continue to bring you educational, empowering, and inspiring content to help you achieve the body that you dream about and the life that you are meant to live. Stay tuned for more value-packed interviews, and be sure to check out all the resources on my website, metabolicmama.com. Until next time.